Now we begin the part of the practice called carrying the path. This is the attitude we should maintain at all times between formal practices. Avalokiteshvara visualization. We visualize that Avalokiteshvara is seated above our heads and the heads of all sentient beings. As we say the mantra, he melts into us and all sentient beings, until in the end of the recitation we're surrounded by Avalokiteshvaras in his pure realm. We supplicate him, Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, whose head is adorned by the perfect Buddha, who looks on all beings with compassion. I pay homage to Avalokiteshvara. And as I've said before, I'm only going to do a short amount of the recitation. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 So now we sing about 20 beads, and then the rest we just say Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, up to 108. By this merit may I quickly attain the level of Avalokiteshvara. May I establish all beings without exception in that state. Now we visualize ourselves as the Buddha and we teach the beings. All phenomena arise from causes. These causes were taught by the Tathagata. The cessation of these causes was taught by the great virtuous one. Do not commit any negative actions at all. Practice virtue extensively. Completely discipline your own mind. These are the teachings of the Buddha. Namo, by progressing through the path of accumulation and union, the path of seeing and meditation, and the uninterrupted path, may the level of Yum Chenmo be quickly attained. May the level of Yum Chenmo be quickly attained. May the dedication of the offering and giving away of the flesh and blood of my body, even just the taste or smell of it, cure the sick, revive the dead, and rejuvenate the old. May all men attain the state of Avalokiteshvara. May all women attain the state of noble Tara. May all the guests happily return to their own abodes. Pay. Now we tell the beings they can go home. Whoever has assembled in this place of offering and generosity, spirits who roam under the earth, those who dwell on the earth, and those who roam above the earth, be gladdened and return to your own abodes. Sarva Bhuta Gacha, which means, all of you beings, it's time to go. By this merit may I quickly attain the state of Mahamudra Chöd. May I establish all beings without exception in that state. Now we do the long life visualization. Up to this point, everything that we have done has been for all sentient beings. This particular visualization and practice is done for us, because every time we do a POA, we lose some life force. And this puts it right back in. We visualize that Amitayus is seated above our heads on a lotus moon seat. He is red in color, and he wears all the robes and jewels of the Sambhogakaya. He holds in his lap a blue vase of blue long life nectar, which he pours down through our avaduti, restoring our life force and increasing our life. We supplicate him, Amitayas, principal guide for the world, glorious one who prevents untimely death, refuge for those who suffer without a protector, I pay homage to the Buddha Amitayas. Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamita Ayurvana Suvinishchita Tejo Rajaya Tathagataya Arahat Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Punye Punye Mahapunye Aparamita Punye Yana Sambaro Pachiti Om Sarva Samskara Parashuddha Dharmate Gagana Samudgate Swabhava Vishuddhe Mahanaya Pareware Svaha. Repeat this 2 more times. Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamita Ayurvana Sufinishchita Tejo Rajaya Tathagataya Arahat Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Punye Punye Mahapunye Aparamita Punye Yana Sambaro Pachiti Om Sarva Samskara Parashuddha Dharmate Gagana Samudgate Swabhava Vishuddhe Mahanaya Pareware Svaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamita Ayurvana Sufinishchita Tejo Rajaya Tathagataya Arahat Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Punye Punye Mahapunye Aparamita Punye Yana Sambaro Pachiti Om Sarva Samskara Parashuddha Dharmate Gagana Samudgate Swabhava Vishuddhe Mahanaya Pareware Svaha. The translation of this mantra is at the back of your text. It's on page 56. Homage to you, Lord, King of Light, who is firmly established in immeasurable life and wisdom. Homage to you, Tathagata, Arhat, the truly and perfectly awakened one. Likewise, Om, embodiment of all merit, great merit, immeasurable merit, you who have gathered the accumulation of wisdom. Om, homage to you who have completely purified all mental formations, who has transcended into space. You who are naturally purified with your entourage of great conduct. And the short mantra, Om Amarani Jevantaya Svaha, is translated as Soha, Om you who have conquered Mara, Soha. Om Amarani Jevantaya Svaha. So again, I'm only going to do 3 or 4, maybe 10 recitations here, and we do them silently. Om Amarani Jevantaya Svaha. Om Amarani Jevantaya Svaha. Khenpo has said that if you don't want to get old, just don't do this part. By this merit may I quickly attain the level of Amitayas. May I establish all beings without exception in that state. Having attained omniscience through this merit, may I defeat the enemy which is wrongdoing, and liberate all beings from the ocean of existence with its surging waves of birth, aging, sickness, and death. Through this merit may all beings complete the accumulations of merit and wisdom, and attain the two genuine kayas which arise from merit and wisdom. Through the force of this powerful merit may patrons and friends experience the auspiciousness of achieving their aims in this life and pacifying obstacles. May they achieve their aims in accordance with the Dharma. Now next we're going to do the Dewa Chen visualization, the Sukhavati visualization. When we're doing Tonglen, it's possible that if we're practicing for someone who has died, we can visualize that we connect with them and bring them to show them Dewa Chen. I tend to feel like I'm holding their hand, or a Lama I've talked to says he holds them in his arms like a baby. So this is a visualization. For all those beings who wish to go to Dewa Chen, and for those who have no other source of refuge, we visualize that in the sky in front of us, Amitabha is seated on a lotus moon seat. He is red in color, naked except for a sash. He holds in his in his lap, a begging bowl full of nectar. Standing to his right and slightly below him on a lotus moon seat is Avalokiteshvara in Sambhogakaya form. Standing to Amitabha's left and slightly below him on a lotus sun seat is Vajrapani. They are all in Dewa Chen, surrounded by all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions and the 3 times. These great beings are seated on magnificent thrones in beautiful palaces, which are decorated with all kinds of precious things, such as scented wood, jewels, gold, fine fabrics, jasper and marble. Their surroundings reflect the glory of their teachings. They teach day and night, and the birds sing the Dharma day and night. Offering flowers fall from the sky spontaneously, and in the center of Dewa Chen the tree of life grows. The leaves on this tree speak the Dharma when the gentle winds blow. Everyone in this pure land can hear, contemplate, and practice the Dharma without any obstructions. When beings are born into this land, they're born through lotuses of different colors, which are as large as cartwheels. These lotuses float in crystal pools, at the bottom of which are gold and jewels and all kinds of precious things. We hope, we wish that everyone who chooses to be born in this way, and those who have no other source of refuge, may do so. All you sentient beings I have a good or bad connection with, as soon as you have left this confused dimension, may you be born in the Western Sukhavati, and once you're born there, complete the bhumis and the paths. 2 more times. All you sentient beings I have a good or bad connection with, as soon as you have left this confused dimension, may you be born in the Western Sukhavati, and once you're born there, complete the bhumis and the paths. All you sentient beings I have a good or bad connection with, as soon as you have left this confused dimension, may you be born in the Western Sukhavati, and once you're born there, complete the bhumis and the paths. And this is a tune that Khenpo Sotram taught all of us at the end of various of his talks. So now we do the long life prayers for Khenpo Sotram, composed by Javan Control and the new Karmapa. Through the power of the blessing of all the Sukatas, of all gurus, wisdom deities, and protectors, and of all the other heirs of victorious ones who live in the Buddha fields of the 10 directions, true spiritual friend, may you live long and fill all of space with enlightened activity. You are endowed with the glory of discipline, field of all qualities. For you an ocean of Dharma's meaning appears clear and distinct. In all 10 directions you sing melodious songs of the profound view and meditation. Genuine spiritual friend, may you always remain. Excuse me. So now I'm going to sing the ultimate bodhicitta slogans from the Lojong. Regard all phenomena as dreams. Analyze the true nature of the unborn mind. Also the antidote must be liberated into its own place. Rest naturally in the essence, the basis of everything. So using these slogans as a guide, we usually sit for 5 minutes. This is the disillusion. I'm only going to sit for a minute or so. By this merit, may all attain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By the confidence of the golden sun of the great East, may the lotus garden of the Rigdon's wisdom bloom. May the dark ignorance of sentient beings be dispelled. May all beings enjoy profound, brilliant glory. And I always say a thank you to all my teachers. Thank you, Trungpa Rinpoche, for laying the foundations. What you have taught us is made it possible for us to do a practice like this, which is your heart practice. And thank you, Khenpo Sotram Rinpoche, for your kindness and patience in teaching such difficult students. And thank you, Kalu Rinpoche, for teaching Khenpo. And thank you, Trungpa Rinpoche, for continuing to teach this and many other practices. And thank you, Sakyong, for teaching some of my students. And thank you all, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, all gurus and teachers, all of those who have held us in your heart and offered us everything, your time, your energy, your teachings, even your body and mind. The only way we can hope to repay you is to aspire to do the same for all sentient beings. Please grant us the great courage and vast and precise mind to be able to do this, and help us to shine in all the 6 realms. And thank you, everyone who's listening. Now I'll show you how to do the dance.